has been trending in the Zimbabwean politics. And who is making him to trend is not the people of Zimbabwe, it is Baragashi. Baragashi is a social media a gang of Emerson Mnangagwa paid trolls by the regime in Zimbabwe to make ZANU-PF figures a trend, to make even realizing that Mnangagwa did not have support the people of Zimbabwe, and he could hardly trend, especially for good reasons. They decided to come up with a group of social media handlers called Baragashi. Most of them, they are using fake accounts, except for a few, and the agenda is to wake up in the morning until sunset, defending ZANU-PF as well as the Mnangagwa faction. And at the center of their plot this time around is to defend Gudawashe Tagwirei, at the same time tainting the name of retired General Chiwenga. So this is well orchestrated to try and spite at retired General Chiwenga, to cyberbully retired General Chiwenga. Greetings and welcome to your lovely channel, Rihlonipani Global News. If you are watching us for the very first time, please do remember to press the red or black subscribe button so that next time when we beam live, you become the very first one to watch us. So it's quite clear that it is becoming visible that the political race in succession, it is now between General Chiwenga and Mnangagwa. Retired General Chiwenga is put in a position to appear to be contesting with Gudawashe Tagwirei, yet we know very well that he is not actually a competition to Gudawashe Tagwirei. ZANU-PF has been conducting rallies even where Gudawashe Tagwirei did not go to give public addresses across Mashonaland, most probably in also Matebeleland, and all eyes where they were showing forth, it was in actually Harare province, where he addressed, I think, also in Chinoi, and traveled also to address two specific rallies. And on Saturday also, the Saturday as well as Sundays, there were rallies which were all addressed by Gudawashe Tagwirei, and I mean the Baragashis were showing forth the motorcade that he is using, and also they were showing forth that he is being guarded, and most probably the resources that are spent to guard him, these are state resources. Now, what is the plan of Emerson Mnangagwa regarding Gudawashe Tagwirei? Gudawashe Tagwirei comes as plan B of Mnangagwa. Mnangagwa wants to extend his term of office. It's an ambition that now it would be going to almost 2 years, being just a slogan and not sailing through. Mnangagwa has not developed the balls to actually sail through with this dream, which has actually reduced Baragashi to just noise makers, with absolutely no tangible move to spare this 2030 term extension of Emerson Mnangagwa. So now the question is it a good strategy to bring in Gudawashe Tagwirei? We saw that that strategy backfired. From the very onset, Mnangagwa attempted to bring Gudawashe Tagwirei to the Central Committee. At the moment, I must say, Gudawashe Tagwirei is part of the Central Committee against the will of retired General Chiwenga. And retired General Chiwenga has not only opposed that, he has gone a step further to give reasons on why Gudawashe Tagwirei should not be tolerated into the key decision-making bodies of ZANU-PF. that is the Central Committee. I mean, if you look at the dossier that was presented by retired General Chiwenga, it mainly focused or measured highly on Tagwirei and why he is not needed to be part of the ZANU-PF Central Committee meeting. So number one thing which is not needed by the retired General Chiwenga, by the way, who is not just a single person, supported by war veterans. We've seen also Blessed Geza coming out against Tagwirei, calling him a boy and saying, "You are a boy." In simple terms, people would think that he was just talking only about the age. He wasn't talking about the age, but he was talking about ZANU-PF seniorities within ZANU-PF, that he cannot just come all of a sudden to be at the top because he feels something. I was saying he feels as if he has been funding for a long period of time, and as such, he could be entitled to actually, lead ZANU-PF. As it is actually the order of the day at the moment. So now the competition is quite clear. It's between Chiwenga and Tagwirei at the moment, but they are hoping that Chiwenga would allow for ZANU-PF Congress to choose a leader of ZANU-PF, of which that is why you see which are actually voters in a Congress of ZANU-PF or in a conference of ZANU-PF. They make resolutions. They also are supposed to vote, but they have never exercised this right to vote, I think, since the inception of ZANU-PF. When it comes to actually in fact, what they have been doing for the past years is actually to endorse the leader of ZANU-PF and end there, not more or not less than that. That is what they have been doing for a period. Since ZANU-PF was basically formed, and ZANU-PF has never changed their leader through a conference or a congress. Rather, it has kept the leader through a conference or a congress. But when it comes to issues of contestation, whereby there are two individuals who are supposed to contest for a position, it has always been the military that intervenes. So Tagwirei is fighting with retired General Chiwenga using a wrong mechanism to fight with retired General Chiwenga because he's going to the people the very same avenue that Grace Mugabe used when she wanted to keep her husband in power. That was gathering people to chant slogan, to intimidate people, appear all that powerful, insulting people publicly. But when those who are responsible to actually take a decision to remove a leader decided to stand up, Grace Mugabe was reduced to a laughingstock, and she was muted ever since that day, including her husband, the most purportedly powerful man around the world, was actually reduced to nothing. So I am of the firm opinion that Tagwirei is misled, and deliberately so, by Emerson Mnangagwa. He is fighting a losing battle, and they are talking too much, exposing their plans. It's all clear, even though he has not actually openly told the ZANU-PF supporters that he wants to succeed Emerson Mnangagwa. It is becoming clear. He is actually praised praised by those whom he is actually giving them money, projected as the most powerful individual within ZANU-PF, deserving to be at the top spot within ZANU-PF. But war veterans have said, no, you are still a boy. And I've said the importance of war veterans, the critical part of war veterans is that they have linkages to the Zimbabwe Defense Forces. I think I've explained this numerous times. And when war veterans speak, they should not be taken for granted. These are actually honors of ZANU-PF. In real sense, these are honors of ZANU-PF. If necessity and means arises for them to act and actually restore order in terms of succession disputes in ZANU-PF, they act and they do so decisively. So in my humble and firm opinion, we are beginning to see a movie of what transpired leading to the days of 2017. And now we are at a stage, if you can rewind back, of Grace Mugabe convening rallies. We are at that stage at the moment, and it shows you that we are near towards the removal of Emmerson Mnangagwa. Very soon, without people realizing, the man would be just gone. We will wake up in the morning, the man literally gone. Thank you very much for watching us. If you are watching us for the very first time, please do remember to press the red or black subscribe button so that next time when we beam live, you become the very first one to watch us. You can financially support this channel by pressing the join button and be part of our members who are the heartbeat of this channel. You can equally do so by pressing the thanks button and send us stars. To remember also to follow my pages, that is Hloniphani Global News on Facebook. You can also look for Hloniphani Ncube, a verified account, and follow me. I share a lot of content on these platforms, and also you can follow me on X. It's Hloniphani Global News, as well as also Hloniphani Ncube. Oka Ncube, umhlabana uyavalelisa.